Yeah, it's the only thing I really want from it. I mean, there's other stuff I would get, but I'd actually want the dirt bike, but I really wish it was just a reward for getting rank 10 instead of another full price thing, but whatever. Yeah, I told myself I would never look at the Excel sheets. I'm just gonna build the best shit I can every time, and then try to be diverse a little bit, and then just let it roll for a week or two. I think it's too boring to want to like actually spend time thinking about. Hey man, thank you.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's a long time. Thank you kindly. Alright, let's finish this up so I could catch your stream. Oh yeah. Yeah, I wish I had the Dota sub to everybody. Gotta strike it rich. I always just pass around my Prime sub. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, God, how many years have you been watching that anyways?
Oh.
Following for 7. Damn. Damn. I've been streaming for 10 and a half.
My head. Gently now.
I'm pretty much there the whole time. Oh yeah, I guess I could say kind of my... Maybe I should open the stream with the initial impressions as kind of like a warm-up. So yeah, when we left off story-wise, Hugo had ran away, or whatever. Bitch boy again, so now we gotta go find him. I'm sure this is going to lead to the climax of what the rat stuff is. Or some kind of rat-related connection, who knows. Dude's probably gonna be controlling rats, is my guess. Everything else has been very predictable, so I wouldn't be surprised. Now we're gonna take down the Inquisition. Maybe we wouldn't take them down, but I imagine we'll beat up the... Either beat up or deal with the old man who leads the Inquisition, who's been destroying towns, trying to find Hugo and this book, as he keeps trying to extend his life or something. But anyway, right now we're going to find her brother, because he's out looking for their mother, who our chick lied about being dead because she didn't want to hurt his feelings. So she's in prison and getting tortured or something. Anyways, yeah, initial thoughts on the game though. As of right now, the gameplay is pretty bad. It's far too linear. And while some people would say, oh, you know, the linearity, it's fine because it's mostly focused on visuals and story, that would be totally fine if 2/3 of it wasn't gameplay, and if how linear and kind of one solution gamey the stealth wasn't kind of an immersion breaker. Right? You get something, I guess, like Last of Us 2. I always feel bad like using Last of Us 2 as a good example of something, but it does have good stuff in it, right? It's got a bit more realistic stealth where you can actually manipulate the AI, and the level design, more importantly, has a bit of a sandbox feel to it, so you can actually be kind of more immersed. You know, you're using the environment, you're making distractions, you're using different kinds of cover and stealth, and managing your very light amount of resources, but in important ways. I'm not saying it's the king of stealth games, but when this game tries to be very Last of Us, it's a very easy comparison, I guess, to see where it feels. Torture isn't exactly what it means at face value. We'll see. I mean, I'd imagine they're using her for her alchemic knowledge or some shit. Maybe they're forcing her to make something. But, yeah, so I think the gameplay's too simple. It's most of these things don't really change much because you don't use them kind of in a freeform, kind of sandboxy way. It's always like, oh, I need to use this right now, or I need to use this right now, and it's very linear and decided. I think I would have liked if it. I would like if it was a bit more woozy. A bit more freeform. If you had to use your brain a little bit more, I think it would add to the immersion. I think the other option would be to cut some of the gameplay if they don't want to focus on it. Make it a bit more walking sim. And other than that, I mean, the game's big takeaway so far is absolutely great visuals. It's just dense. The lighting's good. The art direction's great. I think the linear level design complements the art because they can just focus in on some really solid scenery, stuff like that. Yeah, other than that, just trying to do like an initial really light impressions thing. Where we are right now, my thoughts on it. We can dig deeper at the end. Other than that, I think the story's kind of it's fallen off quite a bit. It starts out pretty well paced and mysterious, but as you go, the voice acting kind of kicks in more. I think they really miss. I think the range isn't that good. Yeah, it's hard to really be empathetic sometimes because some of the voice work just kind of being meh. And the dialogue is kind of just sappy and cheesy at times, but without really, I feel like, laying out the groundwork to earn it. Like, a lot of the side characters just aren't interesting. They don't get enough time to breathe. It's too focused on them yapping all the time, but there's not enough meaningful stuff and connections being made. It's just kind of them just either just talking about what's going on or, you know, telling some big long story that barely makes a fucking difference. So yeah, I would say the story, not bad, but everything is absolutely, the art direction right now is absolutely just carrying the rest. The mediocre story and the poor gameplay, man. Like Atlas pushing the shit, oh wait, no, Atlas is the guy holding the fucking, yeah, he's holding the bullshit right now, dude. The art direction is. Friend the torture story, but instead she wants to work with us. I don't know. I think she might not be evil. I would predict more that they're using maybe stories to lure Hugo in. But I don't know how they would do that, considering we only heard it from a single person in one cutscene, but maybe that would be enough. We'll see. I do predict rat superpowers, though.
Don't stop. Go on.
Now, either it's going to be gameplay or just a cutscene, we'll see.
Hugo!
Maybe the sequel would be rat gameplay.
Where can he have gone? Think, Amicia. Think. Is that
Just had a drink. All I got left is some tea, man. To go and get something when we're done with this.
Hey, wait! Did anyone see a child come through here?
Yeah. I'm hoping for some interesting either twists or answers with the rest of the story here.
Are you feeling better? How is the little little one.
I'm hoping, I don't expect the gameplay to get better, but I hope it's like downplayed a bit
Have you seen Hugo?
Did you shout at him
and
again?
not focused on
No,
too much.
absolutely not.
And then obviously
Times
some really
are
cool
hard
visuals
enough
by the end, that'd be
already without
nice.
you two arguing.
But we weren't arguing anymore.
Amicia, a child never runs away without a reason.
Open the door. I'm going to find him.
All right, but be careful. An ill wind is on
What is that? What is going on?
Amicia, I've been waiting for you.
A child never runs away without a reason. Doesn't mean it's a good reason.
Is that really you?
Where is Hugo?
He's gone.
I knew this would happen.
I did take care of him.
Then why did he leave?
I don't know. I did everything I could to protect him. Even horrible things.
It is easy to spill blood, but to love, to protect.
I'm going to find him.
The dissonance here, man. She went out, risked her life, like hardcore, had to kill people, had to fight people, just to help her brother, man. And then they're having this weird preach
And pray there is still time.
about her not being like loving enough.
Hugo, that's him.
I don't know, man. This game is like so up Hugo's ass, man.
Come here.
Yes, mother.
And I mean, I get he's a kid, but they make him way. They expect you to assume his like absolute stupidity and irrationality is just like supposed to be endearing or something you'd expect of a
Your
kid.
brother's here.
And it's just like way
If
beyond
he's
that,
back,
man.
It's because he's not very well.
But I did everything.
It's very
Hid
contrived.
the truth from him.
But
His emotions, Amicia. I warned you.
let me see him.
He doesn't want to see you.
Who are you talking to, Mummy?
I have to see him.
He doesn't need you anymore.
That's a lie.
Go on, then. See for yourself.
I don't know. Most of the Hugo emotional stuff is so contrived. It's hard to really get like
Are
into
you
it.
alright?
No.
What's the matter? Why did you leave?
Why didn't you tell me Mummy was alive?
It was for your own good, Hugo.
That's not true. You didn't want me to know.
Don't say that.
You're jealous. Jealous. Let go of me.
Hugo, no!
Leave me alone.
Hugo. Where are you?
Help me.
Hugo's an idiot.
It's him. Hugo,
Let me go.
he's there. Thank you.
Stop shouting. Where's your sister, eh?
I don't know. Amicia.
I'm here. Everything's alright, Hugo. It's over. Hey, are you alright? They didn't hurt you, did they?
No.
But why did you go off like that?
I heard Mummy. She was calling me.
It must have been a nightmare, that's all.
I really thought it was her. She was in pain and...
She can't feel pain where she is now. We talked about this.
But...
She's gone, Hugo. You have to accept it. Let's go back.
Alright.
We must get back to the castle.
Why would she even be hiding at this point? She's willing to do everything in her power to save Hugo, but like maybe she wouldn't go for her mother.
It's coming from over there.
It's kind of
We
just
have to go.
stupid.
No, you're not going.
But why? Let go of me.
Hugo,
I'm coming, Mummy.
come back.
Mummy, where are you?
No, Hugo.
There, she's in there. Mummy!
Stop, it's not her. Ah, no, no. Hugo, I need you.
I'm coming. Where are you?
It's not Mommy, Hugo.
Mummy, I can't see you.
Fucking swelling music, dude.
Shut up. Let go of me. I did it for him, and I'll kill you again if I have to. I'll kill all of you.
Very dramatic.
Hugo!
What are you doing?
No, Nicholas! Don't touch him! No!
Where is your sister?
She must be using it.
There is no one left. Come. Let us go.
I just don't think the game story and Moral Dilemmas really is like can own some kind of scene like this with the fucking super over the top screaming and swelling emotional dreamy scenes and music and shit. Maybe it's because I took a night's break, but I don't know. Her having to do bad things to save her brother is just kind of barely dabbled on. Like they barely dabble in it, and it all seems extremely justified considering how comically evil they make the bad dudes. And it's like, that's I don't. Her line about the mother thing is like one deal, but I don't know. I think they overdo it, man.
It is done.
Can I go and see my mother now?
Only the Grand Inquisitor may say.
But you told me.
My words are of no importance. Only those of the Grand Inquisitor. But be sure, you are very precious to him indeed.
Hey, big brain, here you go, dude. Oh god, I'm controlling Hugo.
Yeah, me. I have to find Mommy.
My dreams.
My head. It's noise. Shh. Stop.
Okay, I'm expecting rat superpowers now. The only way this kid's gonna get out of this is with some fucking Deus Ex Machina, pretty much. Rat superpowers.
When's it gonna end, eh?
People.
The hour of the conjuration approaches.
Because otherwise he'd be absolutely shat on for being such an idiot.
What was that? All right.
Actually, don't know if I'm supposed to go that direction or. Am I supposed to go like underneath that? Guess so. I have to wait forever. Considering the rat just ignored him, it's like either he has rat immunity or we're gonna get rat superpowers.
Oh, it's so big. Where's Mommy?
It's like I hear this kid say mummy.
Gold unique. By breaking you, I clear your way. The way to the blood of the chosen one.
Someone is coming.
Medicus, how has today's refining gone?
The quality is excellent, but the mass of raw episanguis is decreasing. Our harvesters are being decimated by the rats.
Do your best. The The life of the Grand Inquisitor depends on the quality of the distillate.
The Episanguis. Wonder if the bad guys will just be like just comically evil, or if there's gonna be we're gonna get a little something. I mean, I don't need them to be sympathetic or something.
So it continues. I have to go and see. Still nothing. But something's not right.
Just for them to be anything. As of right now, they just pretty much don't even exist. They're just the bad dudes. In a gamey sense.
Something's there. Hey down there. The distillate is thickening.
The
It will soon be
distillate.
necessary to change the filters and scrape the tanks. Nothing. Our false alarm.
20 barrels. We have almost reached the objective.
I hope so. Because that's all we'll be able to produce. It is already a miracle that Vitalis' body can take such quantities of episanguis.
Afraid, not afraid.
The city during the conjuration. You on the list?
Yeah, I'll be on the square.
I like that the kid will just run off and be like silly everywhere, but then he's like somehow also intelligent enough and sly enough to be sneaking around all these fucking dudes, man. He's just like, they just choose when he's an absolute brainlet, when he's not.
Freeze us. And I'll be stuck here.
We'll all meet again afterwards. The end of the bite. It's going to be quite a party.
Let's party.
Be brave. Well done. Nobody saw me. Like Millie.
Yeah, I know. I already did it.
At least I know I am. Damn it.
The lucky bastard.
Enough. I demand to see Vitalis now.
The Grand Inquisitor is very busy.
Busy? I am the Archbishop. I represent the Pope.
Monseigneur, the mission of the Grand Inquisitor is sacred.
His mission was never approved by the Church. I see here only heresy and occultism. And you all follow him on this infernal road.
Measure your words, Excellency. Your rank should make you more cautious.
Madness.
Don't listen to them. The most important thing is Mommy.
Shut up, Ego.
My head.
Focus on what I want.
Mommy, where are you?
I'd probably believe this kid's bullshit if he was like some like preteen or something, man. Where he thinks he could actually do something and he runs off. Fucking 8 years old, man.
No, mustn't see me.
Magister, the text clearly mentions the ascension of a child during the Great Plague of Justinian. I knew it. The Roman nobles isolated him from the people and worshipped him in secret. Maybe an ancestor of Hugo de Rune. Continue.
They're talking about me.
Continue. Just walks off.
By freeing the country from the Bite, the Grand Inquisitor will gain the adoration of the people, and with it, unprecedented political
There's something
power.
there, I'm sure of
Archbishop
it.
Gautier's
Let's go
presence
and
here
check.
says a lot. The Pope's court is worried, and so they should be. Serves them right for not intervening earlier.
Thought he was talking to somebody,
Time to move on.
but he's just standing there.
The Prima Macula. On the cusp of the first threshold, devours the lost carrier, or walks beside the one who tames it. Master or slave, order or chaos. But what? Beatrice de Rune's research texts are all coded. I give up. I have some good news. They finally moved her to the basement. So she's going to crack. About time.
A crack. These guys have like zero peripheral, man. You just have to think of it in a very gamey way. Which is part of the problem. Is it's more focused on like immersion and shit, but it's got like ultra like gamey, like singular solve stealth. They only see in like a very tight cone in front of them, and you have very little ways to interact with the environment or handle enemies. It's like ultra linear.
She's in the basement, they said. I have to keep going down.
Which can be fun. I mean, it's fun in like Beyond Good and Evil, but in Beyond Good and Evil, it's like used very sparingly. And even then, you have some kind of choice on which areas you want to go to first.
It's too big here.
Hugo, sneaky time.
Grand Inquisitor, the Archbishop has arrived.
Perfect. Bring him in.
You're gonna just kill him? Maybe he'll kill him with rat powers.
I trust your journey went well.
Now spare me your niceties. We grow tired of your little game, Vitalis.
Game, Archbishop? Can a game change the future of the world?
Listen to yourself. You have completely lost your mind. And all this is...
If I may, it's important. We have the blood of Hugo de Rune. Have you tested it? Yes. Alas, Monseigneur. The boy should have reached the first threshold already, but it seems something in his blood has slowed the process. The macula is still in its original state. No matter. If the books are correct, my blood and his will be bound. When he reaches the next threshold, I shall reach it with him. Proceed.
That's enough. You play the martyr, but allow me to tell you the truth. You are a vile heretic, driven mad by power.
Allow me to tell you the
Pope
truth.
considers you a
You're a
threat.
bastard.
Vitalis Benevent, you are to be excommunicated.
One can excommunicate a man, Archbishop, but not a saint.
Your inquisition is over.
Meaning that a new era commences. One where puppets, such as yourself, will kneel and beg me to save them.
He is with us.
Very good. Go and see whether Beatrice de Rune has regained consciousness.
The swagger.
Scary, but I have to follow him.
Why does she keep resisting like that? We have the same goal. We both fight the plague.
Tailing.
Only our methods differ. Her daughter is making the same error. Stupid.
Time for this super composed hardcore guy to deliver all of his inner thoughts and his background here as he's just walking around, since we'll never get any other chance.
Brother.
Huh? Nothing.
Like missing dialogue too. Got interrupted.
Came, sir. So, you saw the Grand Inquisitor? Yes. The blood of the carrier flows through his veins. The conjuration will take place.
Splendid. The end of the plague is nigh.
Indeed. But do not lower your guard.
Just kind of not move until the guy's perfectly far enough for me to stealth past him.
Congratulations on capturing the child.
We've been after him for weeks. And then he simply turns up here asking to see his mother.
Oh, apparently there's somebody else over there, man. Maybe I'm just supposed to sit around and wait.
Nicholas, congratulations on capturing the child.
We've been after him for weeks. And then he simply turns up here asking to see his mother.
Seems he has a sense of humor.
That he won't be keeping for long. I have to go and see his mother myself.
What's he going to do with her? He's leaving quickly.
Not much I can do with this asshole walking around. Okay, guess I chose the wrong spot.
What is it? What's that? Let's check it out.
Hopefully he'll patiently wait for me. Since they have like really bad peripheral vision and stuff, it's really hard to like tell in a situation that's like almost not linear whether or not they're gonna see you. So you kind of just have to take a plunge. That's kind of inconsistent there, Jakey. And he clearly just waits.
Oh no, another way, quickly.
Captain, I was told that the carrier of the macula is here. Is that right? The child turned himself in this morning.
As I was telling you, this guard was devoured, but not completely. His bones were cut up and taken away by the rats.
For what purpose?
To incorporate them into that
Can I just
material
walk down
we
here?
find everywhere.
You mean their nests?
Yes,
They use our dead to build their nests.
Precisely. And if we do nothing,
this guy's staring right at me,
the
dude.
dead are accumulating. The nests will eventually join together to form one giant nest. It's just a matter of time.
So let us pray that Vitalis' conjuration ceremony.
The super nest.
Where is he? I won't find Mommy without him.
Sorry, kid. I'm listening to the little bit of lore we can get.
Hellish rats.
Tell me,
Why can't I hear you like the others?
seeing as we have to transport them.
You have nothing to fear from them. Meticulous crossbreeding and a little alchemy.
Like how he doesn't mention to his sister, you can hear the
Not to
rats.
mention a radical change of diet.
Good.
Hey, kid. Help me.
No.
Help me. What's wrong with him now?
Hey, die quietly. We're trying to work here.
I'd rather he wait a little while. Rats prefer fresh meat.
Damn you. We'll all go to hell. You and your fucking rats.
Savor this respite. Your death is not an end, for your blood shall nourish a new race of angels. They shall be your children, your pride.
It's horrible.
Go through the Ripper Prime 1 VOD. And he gets on by Vent Fan. Oh. The Power Bomb. Vent Fan. Yeah. I forgot about that. I usually remember some of that shit better when I'm just flowing through it and playing it myself. But
If she sees her son,
I had to look it up. I didn't remember what he was talking about.
she'll cooperate.
Regular bomb, yeah. Doesn't matter.
So Lord Nicholas go past. That the Rune woman is gonna suffer, I'd say.
Serves her right.
Such an educated woman. She should have joined our side.
Oh no, she's way too stubborn. But no match for our torturer.
He must be near.
The torturer.
We can't get out.
Please. At least let me die out there.
You wouldn't like it out there, believe me. At least here your carcass can still be of value to our alchemists. Think yourself lucky.
Oh, bastard.
Hey, kid. What the hell are you doing here?
Shh. I have to find my mommy.
Fucking mummy bullshit, dude. Shush, I want to find my mummy. Shut up.
Magistrate Ron.
He's talking to
For
mommy.
the last time, will you answer my questions? Or perhaps you're still upset about what happened to your husband. Right. Our torturer will take care of you. You'll soon have your voice back. Mark my words.
Oh no, he's coming back. Hide.
Yes, I can tell. Thank you for telling me to do that. This This guy came all the way down here just to say nothing. I'd be surprised if he's about to be like, oh, I was waiting for you to come down here.
Mummy?
But when are we gonna use our superpowers?
Hugo. But so they...
Amicia said you were dead, but you're not.
Amicia. My darling.
Flips
You
in.
must go if they find you here.
Howdy.
No, I'm staying with you.
Oh, Hugo. Did they take your blood? Oh my god.
Because he just gave himself to them like an idiot.
Hugo. We'll go together. But you have to find the keys. They must keep them in the room at the end of the corridor. Can you make it there? Off you go then. Go.
Go.
Be very careful. Come back as soon as you have the keys.
When I return, I want everything prepared and ready to begin. Do you understand?
Rats.
Yes, Lord Nicholas. All right, you heard him.
Everything will be ready. The alchemist will
When are rat powers, man?
enjoy.
Just do your job. What? Something moved, I think.
There's a lot of just waiting around for enemies to stop talking, man.
Come back as soon as you have the keys.
When I return, I want everything prepared and ready to begin. Do you understand?
Yes, Lord Nicholas. All right, you heard him.
I'll just sit
Everything
here.
will be ready. The alchemist will talk. I'm going to enjoy.
Just do your job. The captain of the guard doesn't appreciate improvisation, and neither do I.
Yes, of course.
Let me know when you're ready.
I have to make them leave.
Right. This might get me a promotion. Authority, results. I told you
Right
it has to
then.
be efficient.
That the rune
No
woman has
pointless
a skin of a
showmanship.
real lady. So soft. Anyway, the knives are sharpened, hammer, lines, vibrant sword, everything is ready. Have I forgotten anything? If the captain around, let's double check.
What exactly am I doing here? Moving this?
If only Amicia was here. No, I don't need her.
It was random dialogue to make him think about Amicia.
Oh, the rats. They're all afraid of rats. If I can just free them. Oh, that's for the cages.
Rat bastards.
Come on. Quick, quick.
Shit! We need to go!
Well done. Go away. Quickly now. The key. I've got to go back. I have to move the rats.
Huh? Where is the key? Oh, I think I maybe see it over there. Yeah, can he not walk into the rats? Maybe he has to pass his first threshold to become the Rat Lord.
Lanterns. They don't like lanterns.
The Rat Force.
Don't look. Don't look. This. Misha, I'm going to... my head. Stop shouting.
They use the instrument to lure the rats? I don't remember what you mean.
Shoo!
But yes. Come the rat god.
Ah, they can still get by. I have to get them out of there.
How
Maybe
do
with
I
the other
push? How do I get over there? No, I don't know that. I've heard the name. This is when the rats start being fucked. A lot of the times they look pretty good, but rat bastards. Fighting for survival. Yeah, this is how they breed. Can I not go back the way I came, man? Sure seems that way. Am I missing some exit? I can try shushing them all away. That might work. I think maybe the light reaches that far.
I did it. All by myself.
Not even done yet, Hugo. Calm your ass, brother.
Mommy, I did it.
Well done. Come quickly.
What the camera?
It's all right.
No one will hurt you now.
My hero. How do you feel? Your head.
It talks to me. All the time now.
And what does it say?
It says it wants me to join it.
The first threshold.
Mommy, I'm scared.
Join me, the rat bastards.
We'll never get out of here. We don't have a choice. If I am with you, the voice, are you ready to reply?
Fax machine breaking.
Hugo, can you hear them?
Yes. They all have the same voice. The one that makes my head hurt.
Don't try to ignore it. Embrace it completely. Don't be afraid.
Yes.
The rat powers, dude. I am the rat superhero.
You're going to tell them to me. Well done. You see?
My headache's gone.
It was the macula, but you answered it. Let's get going.
All the rats not eat me anymore.
We must have let rats loose on the prisoners again. Come on, find this document and get out of here.
Not. We'll make him leave. Use the rats. Run, you big coward. You're scared, aren't you?
You go. You're lucky that you have superpowers,
This
dude.
power is dangerous. You have to control yourself.
Yes, Mommy.
Yes, mommy. He's gonna become a fucking serial killer.
You're not sick, Hugo. It's a gift. I'll explain later.
A gift.
You found her.
Maybe I'm going crazy.
Yes, I have another power. The power to rat hack. Hugo's a very complex 8-year-old.
What the hell are the rats doing here? What the hell happened?
I'll push them back.
Only until we can get through. Don't overdo it.
I'll try.
So they still try to kill him?
Oh, these roads are in a terrible state. How are we gonna deliver this? All we need now is to lose one of these cages.
Be careful.
Rats! Rat! Black rat! Fuck! Help!
Well done. These rats. What the hell did they do to them?
They make them eat people's blood.
Really?
Yes, it's strange. I can feel the black rats, but not these ones.
These are human rats.
We need to find a way to get out of here.
Rat hybrids. The fucking rat stack, dude. They're like 10 high. The rats. You fucking move them so slowly. They really need to do shit like this.
Are you still alright, Hugo?
It feels a bit funny.
It will make you tired. That's normal. Tell me if you feel poorly.
Yes.
Jeez. That's where we just came from? Maybe not. It's the same type of room. Of course the rats came back in like a second. It'd be nice if you could just tell the rats to sit somewhere instead of holding down these triggers for 10 hours. Jake Max. Yeah, you think you'd get like a little extra time then since you're the rat lord. Yeah, you think this late in the game there'd be... You just have control over him. You have to slowly move and shoot.
It feels a bit funny.
It will make you tired. That's normal. Tell me if you feel poorly.
Yes.
If I could like turn around, that'd be one thing, but...
Mommy, why do
Look
I know how to
behind
do
me.
this?
It's the blood that decides. It's complicated to explain.
But Amicia doesn't know.
No. I'll explain later.
We had an argument, Mommy.
It's all right, my darling. Let's get out of here, huh?
Don't have an argument. Hugo just had a problem. But because Hugo's a fucking rat god, all of his stupid decisions are fine, man. We've been waiting for you. Just walk right into the evil bad guys' main area.
With your son at last.
I know what you have done to him. You have taken what you wanted, now let him go.
Oh, you insult me, Madame de Rune. Your son is the natural carrier of the macula. And it has not yet finished with him. Which means neither have I. But this you know.
Vitalis, let us finish this.
Nicholas, you cannot understand. You feel it as I do. Do you not, boy? We are bound by blood now. What do you think, Hugo? Your family grows larger, huh?
I beg of you. I promise to help you, but allow my son to leave.
His destiny is not to be a de Rune. His destiny is to be here, at my side.
You are a monster.
A monster? Madame, you have yet to see just how.
I also control the rats.
Kill her!
Hugo,
Make it
the
quick and
rats!
clean.
It's
Say
the
goodbye
only
to your
way.
mother, boy.
Don't hurt her! Oh no! Did I kill him? I'm sorry.
Did I kill him? Yeah, no, totally. You're innocent. It's the rats that killed him. I want to go home, really?
You're ours! God, you are the beginning of the conjuration! The future depends on you!
He can do all this crap, but he still acts like he's like 3 years old, dude.
Hugo, listen to me.
There's a reward for he who kills her!
Be strong.
The prima macula. It's reacting. Continue.
Stop torturing.
Am I losing frames? What's up? Oh, I still got no drop frames. Oh, the game did? Yeah, I missed that.
Everything you want to know.
Come on! The child is weakening!
We are weakening the boy to unlock the Prima Macula. I like how they're just using these guys.
No, Hugo, don't listen to him.
How did this guy not get killed by the rats?
That's enough!
Super Saiyan 2. I like how they've had this big plan set up this whole time.
Hugo, can you hear me?
He's powerful, but he has not reached the threshold as we'd hoped.
Do you know why?
Amicia. It's Amicia.
How tiresome. But he's close now, and we have other pawns we can play.
Take her away.
Leave him alone. What else?
I like how she just says the answer to the bad guys. It's Amicia! Oh, thanks.
So much more. And you will stay here with me to make sure we get it. Do not worry, Hugo. I have complete faith in you. We shall succeed.
Okay. game kind of drags on, man. How fucking complex this man's mood is. Very. What are his motives? You want to save the world from the rats by controlling the rats? Or does he want to control the world by controlling the rats? Something goofy. Sure. Generic goofy villain, man.
Amicia! She's awake! Stay calm, Amicia.
Hugo. Arthur and I tracked you down, but...
You disappeared for 3 days, Amicia. You almost died. We were so worried.
Hugo. Leave me alone.
Who even are these people? Like, really, man? One month later.
Stop dreaming. The others must be up. The rats will be coming. We need to light the fires.
What, does she just give up on everybody, dude? This character's a lame ass, man.
Come on! I think Roderick is working in the yard.
Like how she would go undercover to try to like do all this crazy shit. To get a book.
Wait, what? Locked again? It's the code.
But not to go get her brother back and mother.
I'm telling you, it's almost worse than rust.
Is the lock still frozen?
Yes. It's a tough winter this year. Anyway, how was your nap? Feeling better?
A little.
Did you dream of him again?
Yes.
I'm going to prepare a special brew of St. John's wort for you.
That's all right, Lucas. I don't need it. I miss him, that's all. I have to accept that he won't be coming back.
Amicia, you're going to be all right?
Why wouldn't he be coming back?
See the others.
Oh, can you tell Melly about
the chest?
Huh?
Of course.
Melly's going to say something like, you should just piss on it. But it's way too cold for that.
Why does she think he's dead?
I can't feel my fingers.
The mother's not dead.
Hugo should have found you.
Oh. How do I even search around for loot, man? The upgrades in this just suck.
You'll only 2, aren't you? Come on, cheer up. One more day.
And I want to stay here.
Oh, really? And what if...
We've never had so many apples.
Stop living like an animal.
Hugo would have made himself sick with them.
Oh, Hugo. I'm crying for Hugo.
Excuse me. If you know where Hugo is, tell me out of pity. Or look after him if you can.
Okay. Just back downstairs then. That's what I get for looking around for loot too much. I don't really care about it. You just plow through the rest of the story.
Roderick still hasn't been able to work because of the snow.
Is that why she's waited a month? Because of the snow, man?
Oh, hello, Amicia.
Hey, sorry, am I interrupting?
No. Arthur was just saying he wants to leave. Again.
Come on! I want us to stay alive, that's all. Like we've always done.
Listen, it'll be dark soon and we have to light the fires. Can you help me, Arthur?
Go on. Try not to annoy the hell out of her.
Why would I do that?
Because you're a pain in the ass, that's why.
Oh, Lucas needs help with his chest.
Yeah, right. He just wants to see me, that's all.
What is this? What is this? The Goonies?
Ready when you are, Amicia.
Get up.
Come on, let's get the braziers in place. Starting with...
That one. Yes, I know.
Yeah, these characters are not good enough to care about any little drama.
I'm sorry, it just helps me sleep better.
Maybe if she connected with them more instead of just always going right for the drama sappy shit, but
Bit is secure at night.
Arthur's been on screen for like 5 seconds now.
What's up?
I feel old.
You look pretty good for an old person.
Thank you.
Listen, I don't know your brother that well, but...
He would like you.
Really?
You saved us. You were captured, you managed to escape. You're like a hero from a book or something.
A hero?
But he would have been sad to see you leave.
Ah.
There you go. You really like your Ignifer, don't you?
I have a thing for fire.
All right, if you say so.
What is this dialogue, dude? Alright, if you say so. What is this video?
Is everything all right, Roderick?
Everything's fine. This damn thing is going to work.
Hey, calm down. If you break everything.
And there you go. Now the braziers will stay put.
Angry man.
Random, but effective.
Try it.
I intend to.
Comedy. My favorite.
Not bad. Not
Mr.
bad at all.
Gonzalez. Congratulations. Rest in peace, Mr. Gonzalez.
Right. You take that one. I'll look after the other brazier. Whenever you're ready.
He give you much trouble?
Let's go and make sure the brazier's right up to the edge. So, did you perform any marvels?
Just you wait and see. Right, I'm off for a wash.
Nobody's going to be able to climb out of that pit.
The system is here for a reason.
The system won't stop trained soldiers.
Arthur, Melly is tired of running.
Melly and I are not people like you.
But perhaps Melly isn't like you either.
All right, I get it.
Am I supposed to put it the other direction? Guess so. Okay. Stop my chain attack midway. Teleported you to the city. What the? Can't say I had any glitches like that. I mean, I'd have weird AI glitches where they just get stuck on shit, or creatures would fall off of stuff, and nothing that extreme.
You handle the brazier on the ramparts. I'll handle these ones.
I'm telling you, I pushed it all by myself. A cart the size of a cow. Stop laughing. It's not funny. I'm just imagining you pushing a cow. Honest. It was epic. The rats were everywhere. Just ask Amicia.
You see? Tell yourself that we have something here, and we need people like you to keep it safe.
Let me think about it.
Wow, I have something. They give you so many tools, man. I even have a tool upgrade. Seems just pointless. Honestly, same with the workbench thing. There's plenty of workbench.
Right, I finished.
Something wrong?
Rat cam. Whoa.
Way too many.
Arthur! Amicia!
Run! Get inside! How can the pit
I
go
just
float?
teleported.
That's never happened before.
Shit! Shit, I've never seen so many!
The ladder in the red area. If we can reach it, we'll be able to get to the tower.
Use your brazier! I'll open a way for you on my side!
I gotta do this shit again, man. You have to let me know what level you finish the game, cause soon.
What are they doing?
They're regrouping. They're going to put the fires out.
Shit! Amicia, I don't have any Ignifer left. There's nothing I can do!
I'll manage. I've done it before.
What are you killing, man?
No, quick!
I don't know if it does. I think I ended at like 95 or 96. But I didn't do any grinding. The Ratnada? Yeah, there's Ratnadas now.
It demolished the ladder. I have to get to the one on the rampart.
Holy shit! I thought you said this place was secure!
Hey, it used to be.
Look how the only thing I care about
We have to get to the ladder in the red area.
in this game is the Ignifier. That's like everything.
Brazier your way! Try to reach it!
Alright.
Gameplay's so fucking linear, dude. Ignifier might as well just be like rocks, like a common use thing you find everywhere.
There's a lit brazier here! Take cover! Go. I'll get you to the ladder.
Come on. You faced worse before.
Hang in there! I'll move the other one to you!
Please hurry.
You gonna get a rat NATO emote?
Good Lord, I thought we'd never make it.
Are you all right?
Yes, thanks. It's up to you now.
The brazier on your side.
I'll get you there.
I say we ditch him, dude.
How are you doing?
All right. I prefer being here than down there.
What the hell is going on, Amicia? They tried to get in before, but never like that. How come?
How do I know? But it was almost like they were attacking.
Oh, come on. They're rats, not the English army.
But they know what they're doing. I've only seen this once before.
At home. Got out of here.
At the domain.
Amicia, I think I need your help.
Leave it to me.
I'm a bit worried about this.
I can't go any faster.
It's like the second or third level where we push all these braziers around. I mean, we just did it before this too. Now we gotta do it with rats.
More of them. They really want a piece of me.
That's kind of what I mean by
What's happening? Why now?
it's fine to have simple gameplay if you downplay like how often you're really gonna actually engage with it. But this has like quite a bit of gameplay. Like you could easily get this point across probably in like a cutscene or something. Man.
I'm here. We're nearly there. Come on.
Thanks.
It's all right. Come on, let's go join the others inside. I hope they're all right. If the rats have got in.
Amicia, they're not kids anymore. They're used to it.
They are
I
kids.
won't take any more risks. I'm not going to lose anyone else. What I'd really like is to be as far away from here as possible.
Well, I'm not a magician, huh?
More rats.
Are you all right? No. What the hell is going on? Arthur, did you get bitten?
No. We have to get out of here.
The castle was made to resist.
Lucas, there were never so many before. This is not a simple infestation.
What the hell is it then?
This way! Quickly!
Go
Goofy.
and do what has to be done.
I am the Rat King.
Hugo.
Come on.
Hugo! It was
Ellie,
him!
what are you doing
It
with
was
the
Hugo!
door?
Amicia! What have they done to
Why
him?
did they even wait a month anyways? Is it just they waited a month just so they could have a Hugo like mine hack arc or something? She didn't even really seem like she believed he was dead or anything. It just was a month.
He was...
Even though she totally would go to save him.
Immaculate. Where does that go? Don't panic. The castle was designed for this kind of situation.
Your castle's falling
Yeah, she's got the braided red hair, wearing furs and all that kind of
Listen, I
shit.
have to talk to Hugo. I can...
We have to get out of here.
Demetia, he's right.
Go through! No! No!
Smacked.
Get to work.
Hugo! Hugo!
Kill her. or I will kill your mother in front of you.
Hugo, it's me, Amicia, your sister.
Kill her, child. Maybe Vitalis will keep you by his side.
Hugo, no.
Step
Go
back.
on, child. She means nothing to you now.
I've been looking for you everywhere.
What are you waiting for? Cross the damn threshold, carrier.
Don't listen to him, Hugo.
You guys are looking off to the side.
I'll let your rats have her.
Don't touch him, you bastard!
Bastard! He gave himself up because you betrayed him. Thanks to him, Vitalis will soon be the sole carrier of the Macula.
What? No!
I don't think they really had much of a betrayal there.
Blood now flows through the veins of the Grand Inquisitor!
Arthur, no! Die!
Arthur now. 10-hour pause.
We got that bastard! Amicia.
Yeah, Nicholas not as good as he seemed to think he was.
Arthur, go make sure he's dead. I have to speak to Hugo.
Go ahead. I'll take care of him.
Will you?
Hugo? Hugo! I just want to talk to you. He can't hurt you anymore, Hugo. Look! All right. I won't move. You come here. Come on.
A rat elemental.
No. Hugo. I was trying to protect you. Please.
It's so cheesy. The entire story revolves around this like really poorly delivered like lie that the mother was still alive and she didn't say anything to him because he's like 5 years old, dude. Why she didn't go back for the mother herself, I'm not sure, but it's also contrived for these like sappy moments, man. Oh, we're hugging now. That's great.
You did it.
Amicia.
You passed.
You passed. Okay.
No!
Arthur just like, what?
You are no longer any use to me.
Kill Nicholas. Control rats.
Hugo, he
Well,
mustn't see us.
look who it is.
We have to get out of here, Amicia.
My blade is still warm.
My blade is unbending.
Find out.
Wait a minute. The rats. They obey you, don't they? There must be some of them nearby somewhere.
They're here, but they're afraid of the fire.
We'll put them out then. We'll move those rats.
Fireman! Whoa, he's good. Epic. He just blew the rats up. Not a Phonotopia, you meant?
On equal terms.
Equal terms.
Killed them all.
We'll free more of them.
This flaming sword of justice.
How can we do that?
Doesn't see you, Amicia.
Of course, he can like block the fucking flames. Are we supposed to stealth him now?
Nothing. I told you I'd find you.
I guess so.
They have to be here somewhere.
And I guess he does it again.
Go to hell. I shall bring hell.
And he's just like on fire completely.
They got them all.
Prepare to die.
Okay.
Almost. Almost. Come to me.
Okay.
Come into this is the end.
So this is what I mean. You can't say the gameplay doesn't matter because they actually have like full bosses and shit. Like if it was just like a cutscene, I mean, maybe because that's one thing, it's an interactive movie, but they actually try to have big gameplay sections that suck ass.
No.
Let the rats eat him.
I'm going to kill him. I'll tear them apart.
Melly,
Just shut up, alright?
Stop it, please.
I'll kill them all. I'll burn their fucking
Melly,
banner!
you'll never make it.
Drama.
What about you? You're just gonna stand there. Just wake up. Look!
You don't know what you're saying.
I do know we're getting killed. One by one. They got my brother. Your father. Yours. There's nothing left. Nothing!
Damn it.
she's right.
Get an Oscar, dude.
This is crazy.
5 of us. Against an owl.
I think there are a lot more of us now.
Has he passed the threshold?
Yes, I believe so. Hugo, what do you want to do?
I want to save Mommy.
That changes a lot of things.
Literally the only thing he ever
Even if it
says.
kills us, what have we got to lose?
Us?
Oh, the ragtag team here, the Fellowship.
Now we can stop him.
I don't even remember everybody's name here.
To the death.
We've connected so much with these characters. Yeah, and you shall be called the Fellowship of the Ring. Oh, Jesus. Glad all these 8-year-olds are just really badass, man. I don't think they've done enough groundwork with you to get you to care about these people. Maybe Lucas, you spend some time with him. I think his dialogue's a bit more endearing, although you have no backstory other than his Laurentius thing. The other ones are just like their parents are dead. I mean, that's the most we know. Barely had any connecting moments between them and the main character. Wow. They're all walking in.
It's huge. How are we going to find Mommy?
We'll get her out of there, Hugo. Right.
The Kid Avengers.
Hey, wait!
Millie's sad.
She'll be alright.
But can't we help her?
That's why we're here. To help her get revenge.
And to keep her alive.
We got the kid and the rats. We're invincible.
Roderick, he's 5 years old.
Oh, he's 5. Even younger.
Oh shit!
What's the matter? Melly, calm down.
Those fucking rats blocked the safest entrance.
They didn't mean to do it, Melly.
We don't have a choice. We have to try the great door. But watch out.
Oh, Melly, wait!
Is she angry with me?
No, she's just
angry full stop.
But...
Give her a little time, Hugo.
I mean, it is Hugo's fault. He's the one who ran off and caused the chain reaction, man. Hopefully this chapter's not super long.
Think it's already started?
I hope so. Because there's more and more of them around here.
Three. It's risky.
Dallas knows what he's doing.
I'm better off using the back door.
That's what he says.
Chances are it's locked. They're going.
It's in the shithole. We don't even know what's really going on in that damn cathedral.
Time to make our move. Lucas, follow me. Millie.
Have faith. In the meantime, we have a job to do. Right, I'm going back.
Be careful.
Oh shit.
I'll be seen.
She's not very smart, man.
I'm going to help him. Stay here.
I hope they make it.
She knows the town. She'll lead them a dance. Come on.
Yeah, totally. She's super smart. That's why she got caught on the first guard, dude.
Take care of it.
Fucking goofy, man. Can I get a one-liner, my dude?
Good job. You won't be getting up anytime soon. Trust me.
Thank you. Yeah, super composed and obviously very capable. Don't worry, they got hyper plot armor in this.
The important thing is that the Grand Inquisitor gets rid of the bite.
What's that shaking?
It's the rats. They're here, beneath us.
So
They're not paying attention to me.
Wow.
Yes, they're listening to me.
Can we just avoid rats now? Without having to like move them? That'd be nice.
I wouldn't touch that if I were you.
Why?
The flagellants whip themselves with it. It's probably got bits of flesh in it.
Oh, I see.
Ugh.
Watch out, guards.
Things are bad because the
Has Vitalis sent anyone
because
out
it's
to fetch me?
the sky's yellow.
Colin found himself a new.
Will the rats eat me? Okay, luckily not.
What? What was that? Let's check it out.
Yeah, I mean I'm fine with it because it was annoying having to stop the rats.
Hey, what are you doing there?
They're not answering.
Yes, they're full, you could say. Extinguish is like the only thing that matters, dude.
What the hell happened? Murderer! You're not going to get away with this!
There you are. You'll get your just desert. Found you.
Of course, they can relight now. Just kick him a few times, brother. That'll do it. Gotta make an ammunition bag just so I don't have to craft. Not like opening it back up over and over. I don't know why I'm picking this shit up, man. The time chamber, dude. The hyperbolic grand strategy chamber, dude. Give it to me. Yo, free will. Yo, free time.
2 cards. 1 each.
No, that was possible.
The card. You don't need to tell me twice.
Where are
Hello?
I might have got a little carried away.
Are you alright?
Not a scratch.
You got it, Roderick?
All right?
Whoa.
Come on through. Quickly.
The muscle man. The blacksmith's son. Yeah, what a great view.
They don't want to listen to me.
What's that then?
Nice. Epic.
Look out.
Yeah, it's very Last of Us. God, it takes her so long to swing that shit, man. The gameplay feels so ass, man.
What was that?
I think it came from over there.
You have to have lock on too. Dude, it takes so long, for fuck's sakes, man. It's so jank, man. Like nobody has any autonomy other than me, right?
What's that?
I just want you to be hyper slow. Like I said, it's one solid fucking stealth, dude. But I'm ready to be done with it, so.
What's that then?
Of course, Mr. Perfect Aim. Is there some other rats around? Is there some like behind here?
Look out.
Of course. Everything's just so slow and janky, man.
Amicia, you're alive. Listen, Vitalis is at the cathedral. That's all very well.
It's thoroughly unfun.
You need to get out of here.
I never feel like you're doing anything like smart, man. Which is what's fun about stealth and shit. When this just tries to be pure action, it's like super ass cheeks, like the bosses. Because it's just slow and it's all about just making ammo and turning off lights and shit. One thing if you use that in a stealthy way, but all it is just allows you to use the rats, man.
Locked.
I'll break it down. You swine! You'll see.
Some guards are coming.
Roderick, take cover. We'll handle them, Hugo.
Have fun.
Action time. And the rats don't even have a mind of their own anymore, man.
Spread out. Find who's responsible for this.
Like, they just don't care. They'll be right next to somebody with, like, no light, and they just don't do anything. That's what I mean by, like, it's almost unimmersive, despite the game trying to make it super immersive.
Locked.
I'll break it down.
Be nice if you could make some assumptions on the part of the rats.
Some guards are coming.
Roderick, take cover. We'll handle them, Hugo.
Have fun.
Like, the rats are right next to this guy, dude. And now they won't attack without you, like, manually doing something, I guess. Of course, we got Mr. Runner here. Okay, the rats are just like... Oh, does that not work anymore? Good, I'm glad most of my tools just don't do anything. Is there no rats left? None of these rats? Okay, well, I guess they have a very limited range. Sometimes they don't.
Remind me never to make you too angry, all right?
Oh, my favorite line. I love that line.
This time, it's going to work.
I love when they use that in everything ever.
Some plan.
Nothing will happen to you, I promise. Roderick, are you with us?
To hell and back.
Remind me to never get you too angry. Use this shit again, dude. Yeah, I really hope they improve the gameplay in the next one. It's like ultra boring.
Be careful.
It's not even just serviceable anymore. I mean, it's been a detriment to the game the whole time, but now it's starting to just get like super annoying. It's just very boring and janky.
The ceiling's gonna cave in.
Calm down.
All it really does is just slow the pace of the game down. The story is not good enough to keep you that engaged.
Tougher than I am.
Really?
I never lie.
This must be the exit.
Only 2 hearts. Be calm for a day of miracles.
Can you take care of
awesome. That's fucking awesome, dude.
Oh, thank you! Thank you! Lord bless you! Yes, thank you! And good luck!
Wait! Take cover! Archers!
Well done, men! Keep your eyes open! No one must approach the cathedral!
The cathedral. We're on the right track.
Dad, the portcullis!
It's the only way to the cathedral. We must find a way to cross.
The NPCs, dude. You gotta love them.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I love how just like bad the upgrade system is, man. So many just useless things, right? Like not needing tools is useless. It requires you to get max pockets to get, and at that point, if you're getting max pockets, unless you're some kind of crazy man, you're probably already gonna have max everything else because it's just way better. So like, why do you need no workshops? Why do you need no tools to upgrade? Like, you don't really need max pockets other than... The only reason you get more pocket size is because they hard require you to get it to be able to even get certain upgrades, so it's not fun. Ammo, you just make shit on the fly. Who cares? Like, wow, oh, you can distract enemies with this now, and it's like, who cares? The level design doesn't facilitate, like, good sandbox, like, experimentation, man. Fucking useless. All it does is just make it like even easier. Like you get an upgrade to remove a helmet with the rock, so you could just hit people 2 times in the head with the rock and with this. You don't need to do anything anymore. As long as you got rocks. There's like so many of these are just so pointless, man. Like, oh, the somnum can be thrown, and it's like, okay, that costs so much to get, and Somnum already makes it, like, if you start buying it a lot, then you'll never even get to use any upgrades in the first place, so. But it's like, you don't want to just ignore the upgrade system, because that sucks, right? You just ignore everything. But then running around and finding upgrades for shit slows the pace down. It's just, nothing works, man. It's just not cohesive at all. Like, when your upgrades are bad, that means the reward for exploring is bad. But then ignoring it's just as bad. It's like, I mean, the only way to fix that is to have level design that allows you to like actually have some experimentation and use your fucking brain a little bit. Some challenges with more than one solve, and then have tools.
Hey!
Leave it, Amicia.
What are you doing?
Stay back with your brother.
He's the strong man. He's pushing. And then, yeah, you'd also need a more variety of tools that really actually can be used in those sandbox environments. Like, these tools you could say maybe you could get experimental with the right level design, but for the most part, it's too slow, and they're too samey because they're just a bunch of fucking shit you throw out of your sling. And they all amount to just, like, turning off a light, making a distraction, making a rat distraction.
I'm pushing.
Roderick, let me help.
Burning a helmet.
If you want to help, keep an eye out for guards.
Alright, let's do this.
Hi, Roderick!
Don't worry about me, kid.
It's gonna be Roderick's sad sacrifice here. I don't have any more rocks, Roderick.
Bastards! Amicia, they hit him!
Roderick, leave the cart, please!
Right, dude just teleports in. Epic, dude. This is awesome.
Too dangerous. The archers shoot on sight. We're stuck here. The cart, Roderick.
Just give me more rocks, man. They're the only thing that matters.
Hey, what are you doing?
Stay back with your
We
brother.
got it.
I'm pushing.
Roderick, let me help.
I'll be fine. If you want to help, keep an eye out for guards.
All right, let's do this.
Where's the rocks?
Don't worry about me.
Soldiers! Soldiers ahead!
Amicia, they're all yours.
Of course. I also even have to like take care of these guys, man.
They're not paying attention to me.
I don't have any rocks, dude. Oh, the rocks respawn over there after a while. Like that's it. All you can do is throw rocks here. There's nothing else. That big. Since every one of these bazillions of consumables takes a rock, man, you're just kind of like, well, I don't have any rocks. Well, I could do something else.
The cart, Roderick. If we push it to the portcullis, it will give us
This
cover.
chapter sucks.
Hugo will be protected behind it. Hey,
Leave it, Amicia.
what are you doing?
Stay back with your brother. I'm pushing.
Roderick, let me help.
I'll be fine. If you want to help.
Soldiers! Soldiers ahead!
Amicia, they're all yours.
Don't worry.
So creatively bankrupt on gameplay, it just amounts to a really shitty third-person shooter rock playing section.
Roderick, leave the cart, please.
No! We needed to reach the portcullis.
Oh, Roderick, we know you so well now. It's so sad that you're making such a sacrifice. Like all auto aim too, man. Sorry, I'm like ultra complaining on this one right now. I'm just kind of like sort of done with it. The big takeaway from the whole thing is really good visuals, and I don't really care anymore. It's worth playing for the visuals alone, but if you find the gameplay super dull and if you don't get engaged in the story at all, the visuals can only carry for so long, man.
We're here.
Come on.
Why did we need that? Anyways, we just walked past him. He didn't do any cover at all.
Come on, quick! Oh my God, Roderick.
I'm a bit better. I'm right behind you.
All right. Hugo, go!
Your turn.
We'll get you out!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What is Hugo doing?
Sit!
Just gonna rat heal him?
Hugo, come on. We have to go.
Why did he push the cart anyways? Yeah, there'll never be another thing that requires strength. Definitely.
Don't believe it. This can't be happening.
Oh, this can't be happening. It's like it's such a poor section, right? Like the whole idea is he's pushing the cart to block the arrows, but you have to kill all of the archers by like coming out of cover, which is easiest done by just ignoring the cart. So it looks like he just pushed it just for nothing and died for nothing. Like make it so that we have to stay in a very tight area where the archers, you can't hit them, but they can hit you, and you have to hit the foot soldiers as you're doing it, right? Just do that. They could have easily done that, but instead you're like actually going and hitting all the archers. So it just makes them seem extra stupid. On top of really us having zero connection to him. They introduce him like in one mission. All he does is one-liners and talk about how he was the person that helped Smith the fucking door to the book, and like that's pretty much it. He's just one of the Goonies, man.
Make them pay! Our priority is to stay alive and stay together. That's why Roderick and Arthur sacrificed themselves.
Just leave me alone! She's right, Millie.
Roderick.
He's gone, Hugo. He's resting now.
I can't take any more of these bloody rats! Bastards!
But they're going to get us too.
Really? How?
Like this.
Hugo, tell me you're going to help us kill those bastards.
Melly.
We've got no chance without your brother, Amicia. You get that, right?
I will help you. And you're going to help us save Mummy.
You've got yourself a deal.
God, this dialogue's so fucking cheesy, dude. Not my speed, man.
Hey? What's that? Hey, you!
They're here.
It's a bloody mess.
Get ready.
It's a bloody mess. Good luck. Don't get me wrong, I don't like hate the game or nothing, but I got some issues with it for sure. I'll play the second one. But I really hope they improve on this story and the gameplay and all that. I mean, the VA won't change because they're just going to use the same VAs, but everybody was giving the VA props on this. I don't know. I don't think it's very good. I mean, it's nice they have more accurate accents and all that shit. Don't get me wrong there. Like French or whatever it's supposed to be.
Everything's alright. I'm not hurt.
Everything's fine. No problem.
Well done. Ha. You don't look so smug after being eaten by rats, eh? We're here.
Vitalis. Amicia, he's going to do something very bad. I can feel it.
The evil
Like what?
Pope man.
Excuse me, but whatever he's up to, we're here to kill him, right?
The Inquisitor's manual.
He's about to start.
Let's go, Hugo. Mummy's in.
They never go back there. They're always at the city. They're just kind of all related to city quests. Also, if you want to do Triton's hero quest, you need to eat some of Manana's first cooking item. It's probably the most wonky Ascension unlock. For some reason that unlocks dialogue. Just her like battle sleep or whatever. That might be part of your problem as well.
Lucas! Melly! Stay where you are!
So, I hear
You'll die if you come down.
That doesn't matter.
Amicia, there are rats down there.
So tell them to come out. Go on.
Very well.
I'll get you.
Nice. Love the archers. But sometimes you can strafe dodge and sometimes they just hit you.
It's about to start.
But no, they never go back there. There's a unique fight that appears there. Alright, we're gonna watch this beautiful cutscene again.
Lucas, Melly, stay where you are.
So, I hear some children are asking for punishment.
You'll die if you come down.
That doesn't matter.
Amicia, there are rats down there.
So tell them to come out. Go on.
Very well.
See you in a second.
Fucking dialogue, dude. This will end badly. Trust me, there's like thousands of rats. Yes, I believe you. I like how they just walk into all the rats, dude. I guess they figure their flaming torches will save them. I'm gonna get it, Melly. You're a murderer. Hobo now.
Right, let's go inside.
And you'll probably die because you're being evil.
Some family.
I mean, I get it for gameplay that they wouldn't run up. Because, I mean, everything's so slow in this that you can't really react quick enough. I mean, if the gameplay was just better, right? Like, you could react with the rats quick enough or have some kind of, like, maneuver to, like, avoid shit on the fly. Like, you know, instead you have to slowly switch, slowly pull the rats out, slowly do this, slowly set up your sling. So the enemies have to kind of be slow. When they have fast dudes, like the sword guys, it's annoying because if you're not pulling your sling up like 10 years in advance, you just get fucked. They'd have to change a lot to not have them be ultra slow. I don't mind it in a gamey way, but yeah. It just wouldn't work if everybody was running at you. And yeah, I mean, it makes the immersion less strong, but the gameplay just takes away from the immersion all the time.
This will get you nowhere.
It looks goofy.
You don't want to understand, Beatrice.
Oh, evil man. Generic evil man.
Did Vitalis do this? He sacrificed them.
He's past the threshold. Go get out of here.
Oh, for pity's sake.
It's SSJ3.
Hugo, are you ready?
Yes, the rats are here.
Then let's go. Stay close to me.
We're coming too. Let her go, Vitalis. This is your last chance.
4 wide. Rats.
Hugo, your power. You have to be careful.
I'm fine, don't worry.
Yes, he's a very gifted student. Too bad he's forgotten who taught him everything he knows.
Shut up, you old fool. We're here to kill you, not listen to your speeches.
And yet look at you, walking towards me like lost sheep to their shepherd.
That's enough, Vitalis. You're alone. Give us back our mother, or...
Oh, what exactly? I still have things to teach the
I
carrier.
also control the rats.
His friends. You're so touching. Thank you. Thank you for your candor. hear them? The angel. The angel of the new world.
I control the white rats.
Wait, I saw it. Come on. Lucas, Nelly, stay there. No, I can help you. I can.
The king of the white rats versus the king of the black rats.
Destroy him.
Time to use the ignifier.
You have come to challenge me.
What the?
You have come to challenge me. This dude's like a generic JRPG boss.
I can do it. Really? Come on, Hugo. It's our only chance.
God, I hate how you have to lock on to everything, dude.
You have abandoned your followers, slaughtered innocent people.
The old world has passed, but a new one will be born.
Unbelievable. Yes. Well done, Hugo. We'll show him.
Watch me. Witness the end of what remains of your lineage.
Leave them alone. They're children.
Leave them alone, they're children.
Stop it.
Yeah, incoming rat NATO. Quickly. Oh, weapons hot. Take cover.
Yes, keep it up. You blood. Surrender, Vitalis. Stop this.
This is the most goofy shit, man.
Hugo! Alicia, he must not abuse his power!
We're going to get you out of there.
We'll take care of it.
Wow, thanks. I guess she's not gonna die. She gave up on the Psycho Vengeance. You feel it too, don't you? Of course. Do you feel it too? You're just like I.
The gift of self! I am unity! I am the blood that connects all people!
Oh, Jesus.
Get back. Stay with Hugo.
Die!
The Resident Evil boss here. Am I supposed to, like,
All the angels will
do something?
on the old. Return, my followers. Return to your master.
I have to use the D-pad. Not control routes anymore.
He has no rats to protect him!
I like how that was enough to kill any man, but not this dude. This old fucking decrepit Pope's too strong. Now I guess I have to dodge the tornadoes too.
I know you're hungry.
Now, Hugo! Don't miss!
Soon you shall eat. That's it.
Keep them away from the middle. What? How do I control them? Do I have to like control where he like lands his shit? Yeah, you have to like choose where he like lands his rats, dude.
This is your last affront. I sacrificed my flesh
become the crucible where everything unites. You cannot kill that which has been sublimated. This is not fair. I am the weapon of the sword of light.
You have to just like bait everything in these weird directions, man. What an odd fight for this game. You have to like carefully paint the ground with like the white rats. The 3-sling attack. Goofy, dude. Like, I like how that's the best they could think of, man, because the gameplay's so shit. That's like, that's as far as I could push it, dude. Nice.
Calm down.
Dumpster exploding. Add on to this cutscene. Like how the kid never mentioned this guy could control rats at all. Was that just supposed to be for us, man? Our surprise? Yo, sick. Credits. Hugo's a fucking psychopath. Whoa, huh? They don't even explain anything about anything at all. It should be fine if what was here was actually, like, interesting. I didn't like the character interactions. I did not connect with hardly any of them. And usually I'm all about connecting with family stuff. And it doesn't take much. So it's like, okay, well, what's left then? Well, we need some kind of mystery or lore or interesting stuff to get you going. And that disappears halfway in, man. I think there's supposed to be an epilogue. I don't know if it's post-credits or what, man. Well, they certainly left plenty off for another one, didn't they? What is the next game even gonna be, man? Do you just control rats the whole time? I would much prefer like a just improved stealth experience that has rats in it still, than just like I just use rat powers. It's so boring when you got rats in this. They took so long and you felt so just... It had no just feedback, man. You just kind of, oh, I point, 10 seconds later they kind of swarm them, and that's it. Right? There's, if I need a giant rat punch, the rats turn into a big fist. At this point. Horrible as an action game. And then it just turns into one part way through. But it was also bad as a stealth game. But the action was way worse than the stealth. The stealth was like one puzzle solution, one solution for every encounter. But at least like the atmosphere and all of it was like fine, I guess. And it wasn't like annoying, it just sucked. It was kind of boring. But when it gets into action, everything's too slow. There's not enough options, and just the feedback on everything's so shitty. Like it's such a poor action game. More powerful rats, yeah, I'm gonna have like thick rats.
Alright, let's go.
Have you got everything?
Yes, that's all Lucas asked for.
Is Mummy going to get better with this?
She will be alright, Hugo. Mummy is tough, isn't she? Just like you.
That's right. I can't wait for us to find a new castle.
Well, you've got the taste of a king now. We'll see what we can do. We have to leave the region first.
So, were you able to go home?
Yes. The nest is still there, but it's empty.
Oh, Amicia, look!
Rats are going for good. You want to try your hand at shooting?
Not me. My sister's really good. Right, Amicia?
Are you really gonna make me do more slinging, man?
All right. Let's have a go.
Jesus.
Good, good. The rule is simple. You have 6 stones, 6 possible shots. Try and shoot as many targets as possible. Are you ready?
Ready.
Go on, Amicia. This. Whoa.
That's another thing that sucks is it's just all lock on, man.
Hey, you know how to do it. You won an apple. And all due respect.
An apple.
The apple's for you, Hugo. You're my biggest supporter.
Oh, thanks. I was hungry.
As always.
Hey, today we're celebrating the 3rd day without rats. There's a little fair down the street.
What happened in the super rat nest?
I've never seen a fair.
Find out in the second
Lucas
game.
is waiting for us. We should be getting back.
We find out the epic
Hugo.
reason the rats exist.
But we can't stay long.
So is it true?
That's another thing is the lock on aiming is just not very fun either because it's really janky. You're like aiming at a guy and then like if he moves weird or you move a little weird it might unlock on and it works good in some stuff, but
3 days since we've seen a rat. We have to get
having the option to not have lock on and maybe hit people from farther away like a skill would be nice.
Precisely. The nobles, the lords. Do you think they'll get their hands dirty? Never. But they do have money. And if they want to eat,
We can rebuild the village. There will still be empty houses.
Look.
The bite leaves us in peace.
You streaming after this, Ripper?
Oh no.
No, boy, you just can't come in.
But why?
Because you can't. That's why.
Hey, is there a problem?
Look, the problem is a kid and his sister are wanted around here by important people. Well, we just don't want any trouble here. You understand?
I can see very well. Hugo, we have to go.
But the fair.
Come on. Hey, Hugo.
But
The first one to arrive at the cart wins 20 apples.
20 apples?
Apples.
You'll never beat me. Right, Slug?
What? You'll see.
Oh, yeah? Then on 3. 1, 2.
I'll raid you after I finish my little spiel on the game. Not that I expect this epilogue to change much in relation to the story.
You can't beat me.
So yeah, if you guys want to bring up anything on the game, chit chat about it, if you disagree with me or anything, feel free, or just have like an opinion on the game. I'll probably bring up the core takeaways on this once it's all over. I don't know if I'll go into detail on my notes unless I feel like I need to.
Good.
Amicia,
Yes?
And then
why are
we'll
they looking at me like that?
Raid Ripper, finish it up with Metroid Prime.
Because she doesn't like me anymore.
Hugo, she had other things to do.
That's not true, but it doesn't matter.
Sure, we'll see her again in the second one, bro.
Is she going to sleep much longer?
She has to get her strength back. With the herbs you bought, she'll soon be back on her feet.
All right. Hey, Hugo.
What?
Do you think I'm pretty?
You're ugly. Really ugly.
True that.
Ugly? Me?
You look like a big fat fly.
A fly? Your own sister? Oh, such a slur requires punishment.
At least they had a nice scene of them having a good time. Why am I not laughing with them? I've got no soul, and I just hate everything. Roderick died horribly, so did Arthur, and then the sister just left. Yeah. And we're exiles. find out the question to everything you had, or the answer to everything you had as a question in the very beginning of the game, and in the next game. The boat. Cliffhanger. I might go grab a drink at the studio. I saw the word studio at Walmart here in a bit. I'm fucking zonked, man. Anyways, let me turn this shit down a bit. The classic double volume credits. Yeah, I think this game is super overrated. So overall, let me say, I do enjoy it, and I do think there are reasons to play it. Overall, I would be like, yeah, I would recommend playing it, but mainly if you are really into like video game visuals and composition and shit. I think the biggest takeaway from this game is the art direction's like really good. And it's super strong in the first 2/3. In the last third, not as much striking visuals. You get a lot of repeat areas, and everything else has just pulled it down so hard at that point, and is eclipsing like all the art direction and focus that like it just can't save it anymore. But overall, I mean, if you just have zero standards with gameplay, I guess, and you know, you're just kind of like, you don't really care, you know, too much about how nuanced or quality, you know, the story is, or you know, you don't really care about getting that many answers, and it's like, maybe I could recommend it then. I would say it's worth playing just for the visuals alone. Like I said, what I wrote down was, yeah, it uses a lot of color, light, which was pretty cohesive with the time of day stuff, which is when rats appear, and they use like a lot of gnarly, nasty looking areas to kind of start to, you know, segue you into more like wars environments or rat environments. And anyways, they use the visuals really well. Yeah, Kira. They use weather detail. The scale's big sometimes. A lot of variety. It keeps it all very interesting and immersive. It looks better than most AAAs, and I mean, the only thing these people did before this was like fucking movie games, do like Toy Story and Ratatouille and shit. So pretty impressive on that part from a visual standpoint. It's not just graphics, right? It's the composition of everything, the art direction. I think it's really strong. Shame that the art direction has to just carry these huge, just fucking like massive bags of stones on its back, dude. Like, goddamn. Mid. Oh god, I don't want to ever see you type mid again, dude. As soon as the neo boomers starts fucking was it no cap? Is cap, what does cap mean? Yeah, this was mid as fuck. No cap. What does that mean? I don't know. I'm too old. It's probably like something really offensive. So yeah, I think the art direction's great. I think it's bussin', yeah, straight bussin', man. Yo, Hugo's drip though, man, right? It's looking fly. Do people say? I don't think people say fly anymore. But yeah, the art direction, absolutely the reason to play it. I would say it's worth playing just for that alone, but if you don't care that much about art direction, you know, taking in scenery and stuff like that, and you're more of a story-focused person, I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, I guess if you have very little standards on dialogue. But my problem with the story is it's just kind of mediocre. It's predictable. The voice work is pretty weak. Like, yes, they have like proper accents and all that for the location, but I feel like it was the range, especially on the main chick, was just very, very small, man. Like, there were situations where I couldn't tell what kind of emotion they were trying to put forth. Like the scenes with her and the Melly chick or whatever. I couldn't tell if they were jabbing at each other or if they're actually pissed about class, like classist kind of shit, like, you know, nobles versus the poor and all that shit. I just couldn't tell because the delivery was so bad. So I feel like that happened in a lot of it. Hugo was really just kind of annoying. It's like the same, like his delivery, everything was just sounded exactly the same, and the dialogue's not doing it any favors. I thought it tried to be really sappy and overly emotional without really laying the groundwork. Like, oh, Roderick sacrificed himself. Oh, Arthur's dead. Oh, all these dead people, and like you don't ever really connect with them. So much of the dialogue sounds like inhuman, alien, and like you just never get enough meat with them. They have way too many cooks, man. There's way too many characters for how little you spend with each of them. And you think, wow, it's a 10-12 hour game, you spend a lot of time with them. Surprisingly, the game's like 2/3 gameplay at least. I'm pretty slow at that. So yeah, I think the game probably should cut most of its gameplay. Preferably they would improve the gameplay. More open level design, more tools to facilitate more of a sandboxy level. It doesn't need to be full Deus Ex, but just like something, right? Like this game's definitely aping like Last of Us in a lot of ways, but even The Last of Us 1 has better variety here. I mean, I get a certain level of linearity lets you really focus your art direction in on these like very, you know, tight vistas and stuff, but you could still pull that off without fucking your gameplay. It's just slow, it's janky, the AI is extremely stupid, and you could say, oh well, if it's super focused, then that means it's going to be super immersive. It's like, no, actually it doesn't. Like, because they react so unrealistically, and you have so few tools to interact with the environment, which is not like reality, that it actually takes away from the immersion a bit. And that's just for the stealth. Yeah, I mean the stealth's all like one solve puzzles, one answer to everything, super linear, super slow, and it's just it hurts. It drags down the story. It slows the pace down. The upgrade system and the side stuff slows the pace down as well. Almost all the upgrades are pointless. I would say a good 2/3 of them. We went over them earlier, so I won't go in detail unless you guys want. I got them in my notes, but most of them are just pointless. It's like there's upgrades that are requirements to get other upgrades that are pointless, so it just makes like almost all of them useless. And the game's so simple and has so little experimentation that like, why would you even need the upgrades? They're just like, oh wow, I can do 2 rocks at once, and it's like, okay, right? Like it's not. So anyways, so you either, I mean, ignoring the upgrade system sucks because then you're just ignoring one of the few systems in the game. But when you focus on it, you're running around instead of soaking in the environments or keeping the pace of the story moving. You're just grabbing little fucking crafting ingredients everywhere. That was a problem in Last of Us 1 a bit. 2 did a little bit better job because it kind of had like a slower, more open story, I guess. But it's similar in this, where it's kind of an issue. And nothing's difficult enough. You just don't need anything. Too many abilities are just things you shoot out of your sling, and they just don't have much impact. Like, oh, I can melt helmets, but then you could just upgrade to like knock helmets off, or rats, or Roderick can kill dudes with helmets. It's just like, like it's just, so the gameplay is just really bad. Bad options, bad level design. It's slow. It doesn't feel good. And it's actually got enough gameplay where it detracts from the story. And like I said, stories are you know, way too predictable. All of the emotion, it's too cheesy. Not enough connection with the characters. They don't answer anything big. The atmosphere drops after a bit, especially when you get this Palpatine-ass fucking goofy, like, evil pope. My white rats versus your black rats. It just turns into a generic, silly villain. I would have preferred some more primal, evil thing, or something more steeped in like atmosphere and mystery. And they really dug into the characters more. Instead, it was just a bunch of cheap emotional bullshit. And like I said, the voice acting cut pretty hard there. I think that's the big takeaways. Obviously, we could go super deep into it if you guys want, if there's more. But if I missed something you guys think was like really important to it, I'm trying to like write down like a core takeaways area, so that way we can kind of just hit what I think is like the essence of the problem or what's good. But obviously, I wrote down obviously pages of other notes about more specific stuff if people want to ask or talk about that kind of thing, like the sound. I thought the dialogue, the music was good at times. Sometimes it was a bit cheesy near the end, but usually it was it accentuate? Is that the word I'm looking for? It emphasized or improved on a scene, but I don't think they lean into it hard enough. There's a few really strong moments, like with some of the lighting parts and a few other things that are nice. But a lot of the time the music starts to get samey, or it's just not in the foreground enough. I'm a big proponent of like, or advocate of like really strong music in the foreground to set the scene, but and I think this does that at times in the beginning, but once it starts to turn sappy, so does the music, and it's just kind of like, blah. That's one of the things I didn't feel like we needed to talk too much about, but it's there. So, overall, like I said, I'd recommend it if like you're really into strong visuals. It's really well put together on the art direction, especially for people who only did movie like games before this. But other than that, I don't know. It depends on your standards, man. I hate to be like, you got low standards if you like the story. I think the story's just mediocre. I don't think it's like outright bad, but the gameplay, man. I mean, I can see why this flew over pretty well. Really like on rails, simple, mindless gameplay, and a palatable story that isn't too weird and it's not too emotional. It's like, it's probably just more entertaining for people these days. I don't know, but I didn't like it that much on that front. So in the next game, I'm hoping that like they improve the stealth. I don't want too much rat bullshit like powers. I'm fine with rats still being like an obstacle, but the rat powers were so boring in this. It took such a nosedive on gameplay, and it was already rock bottom. So unless they did some really cool shit with the rat stuff, I hope they just improve the stealth gameplay. You have to use your brain a little bit more. The areas are less linear. It's a bit more sandboxy and tools to match. And then a story that's a bit less focused on generic evil bad guys and more on just kind of like the bigger mysteries. And preferably a tighter cast that you actually connect with and not just a bunch of fucking Goonies members. Goonies is cool because it's just a bunch of silly archetypes that just go on a wacky adventure full of set pieces. This was trying to be like emotional, but with a Goonies cast, it just doesn't work. So anyways, the next one comes out next month, so we'll be doing that then. Thanks for watching. If you guys got anything else you want to blab about, let me know. Ripper, are you about to start? Yeah, rats. Why'd it have to be rats? Ripper's gonna be doing the rest of Metroid Prime. Starting Soul Hackers 2. I will after Ripper's done, but I'm gonna go to the store here while Ripper's doing artifacts, and then I'll catch the end. And then I'll start Soul Hackers 2. I've been installing it today, or I'll do a small indie game like Immortality or something. I'm doing Octa expansion when you're around since you gifted it. So maybe tonight. Yeah, that was Plague Tale. Sorry if this is your favorite game and I shat on it the whole time. I really was all for it for the first third. But the bad parts just never improved, and if anything they just got worse, and they started to sink in more because of how slow the damn game was. So. Not even the visuals could save it, but they got potential for another one. Anywho, we're gonna raid Meet the Ripper. Hey, thanks for watching, Pseudo. Should be back later today. Depends on how long Ripper takes. Or if he starts another game after. He starts Prime 2, I might have to watch a little bit of that. Why can I not mute this? Weird. These damn ads, man. Yeah, so Soul Hackers 2 will be the next game, and we'll be doing the Octo expansion for Splatoon 2. And then Splatoon 3, and then I'll do a bunch of small indies in between, like Immortality and Tinykin and shit like that. So